Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is made possible by Equireel, who have very kindly sent me the video of Johnny and my first team chase a few weeks ago. This was at SEMA for the Essex and Suffolk team chase. If you haven't watched the vlog already, go and check it out. But yeah, I love filming these videos. Thoughts Across Country, genuinely one of the best videos. I just get to relive the round. So yeah, as you can see, got a little bit left behind to start with. Didn't really realise we were setting off. Johnny and I are in third. Pops was first one really nicely. I was really worried about the ground to stay. He had the world's biggest studs in, but I'm a bit of a wuss really, so I was a bit nervous, but took it nice and slow. So first jump, second jump coming up, got a bit of wait time because, yeah, once again, we're extremely far behind. Johnny is going, he looks a little bit like a steam train. He's going very slow. But Pops that second one nicely. I was kind of hitting all the strides nicely. I was really proud of myself. I'm a bit rubbish when it comes to stride hitting, particularly across country. I just kind of seem to always miss. And yeah, I just said I'm hitting the stride nicely, but you'll see very quickly when we come to this one, I do not hit it nicely. I get him a bit deep, and I thought, oh, but he picks up, and then I go, right, I need to seriously start seeing some better strides to these big hedges coming up. This is the first, I'd say, big hedge on course. Doesn't look very big in this video, but it was big, and I hit it smack on, and I was like, right, I've got my iron now. We were flying, going still rather slow, but getting a good rhythm going. Teams all together, no one's fallen off. So much rain, so much mud. Hit this one really well as well. Can't really see from the angle, but again, it was huge. And there was a sharp left-hand turn to another jump, which I'm not gonna lie, I did miss that once again. We'll see here, I did miss this, but Johnny saves me again. This was actually really wide. Lily hit that much nicer than me then. Turns left here again to another big hedge. So it's like a little jump, left turn, jump, left turn, jump. So it's like a 4 in a row with lots of left turns. You'll see what's going on. This is the third of the four jumps. So yeah, I see a much better side to this one. You can see me using those chicken arms to get going. Johnny's tail's tied up, by the way, just to prevent it from going and getting caught in the hedges. I had some people ask about that, and I can't remember if I answered it in the last video. Hit this in a really good stride, and that was huge. That had a big drop afterwards. Actually, it probably wasn't that big in comparison to the open fences, but it was huge to me, and I was wetting myself for it. But I feel like we did a really decent job of that little combination there. Keeping going, jumping these fences. This was like, you see me look to the left there. I'm looking for my mum with that video. I'm trying to get a good clip for the Insta post. Anyway, so moving on to this next fence. So this was like a line of hedges, basically just galloping across the bottom of the field, up one way, and then actually we ended up turning back and going back the other way later on, but we'll see that in a minute. So we get to the end of this field, and then there's a little palisade, bit of different from all the hedges. So I really brought Johnny back here because it was so slippy in front of it, and he hit that spot on. So fair play to him. And then a really sharp right-hand turn, you'll see. So this is another clip of that same fence. You see me really getting back. Bit of theme here, going quite slow, but he's very adjustable, bless him. So a very sharp right-hand turn, and we'll appear back in the frame any second now. Yeah, here we come. That's my teammate Cara. And then here we go. How do I end up? Oh, was I last in that last clip anyway? Yeah, so somehow I'd fallen behind. Probably because I was going so slow. But I just wanted to make sure we were under control and wasn't going to fall over in front of the fences, because that would not be good. Anyway, oh, big jump there. Well sat. And then, yeah, Johnny hit that. Well, good boy, Johnny. You can see from the ground how bad the conditions were. So I'm very lucky to have such a solid horse. He is massive, he is. When we bought Johnny, I'm just going on now, there's a good chance to talk, but when we bought Johnny, honestly, I thought he was 16'1", and he's just grown. He's like 17 hand now. He's huge and really chunky, but I'm getting the hang of riding and bringing him back. At this point, my mum's yelling at me to go faster because we're basically trotting, but she did not see how bad the ground was around here. It was so deep, and I just did not want to get stuck in the mud or anything. So yeah, we're going a good rhythm, bit far behind, chugging along. We were in the speed class, but clearly not going for a placing. Hit that good. Had a bit of an over-exaggerated forward seat then. Not really sure what that was for. I think I saw the camera, the photographer, and thought, yep, this will be a good picture. So another sharp right-hand turn here. Coming to this big hedge. You can see the mud flicking up in front of that fence, can't you? I think I hit this good, actually. Yeah, I remember that being a really good jump and just grinning over it. definitely wasn't just grinning because the photographer was there, was actually having a good time. So this is that line of fences back up the field I was saying. Just a really nice fun gallop. Just get to, although again we're not galloping, we're going at a bit of a snail's canter, but you know, meant to be a gallop. Some more big hedges. This is only the novice. This is the smallest class they do team chasing, and if I was brave enough, I would do an open, but unfortunately that is not going to be in the card. So if you guys want to Google or like YouTube someone doing an open and see how insane some of the hedges are, feel free. Oh, I really missed there. Yeah, that was my serious miss on course. Do remember hitting that. I'm thinking that was not fun, but Johnny saved my life and twisted his back legs out of the way, bless him. And then here did a cheeky bit of an undercut, didn't I? So they all went really wide, which probably was a smart thing to do, and I just thought, nah, I'm gonna cut the corner. Brought him back to trot here, then basically a walk too. At this point we're losing our final two teammates. Me and Cara are running off into the distance. Another bit of a tricky fence here this was, because you had such a right hand turn, which is why they went wide, and I just brought Johnny back to a walk basically. And then as he landed that, he kind of tipped forward, and I was like, sit up, I'm not falling off basically 4 fences from home. So getting a bit separated here, but I think it's the time stops and the third team member finishes, so that's probably why we separated a bit. It doesn't really matter at all. We weren't going for speed clearly, as I said. Another little palisade. I'm hitting them all really well, apart from the one where we almost fell off. That wasn't so well. See me do a little bit of a look back then, check we have still got remaining members, which we do. Going a nice trotting pace. Here we go. Then we have a really long gallop down to the final few fences on course. This is the water. So my friend Cara, she actually loses her stirrup in the water. Inky jumps into Johnny, and Johnny's like, whoa, what's going on? And then he's confused about going up the hill, but he figures it out eventually. So Cara's here, she's cantering along, she's not got a stirrup, and I'm like, Cara, like faster, go quicker, because I'm thinking we got to get up some speed now, but she's like, I literally haven't got a stirrup. But I was feeling pretty ecstatic by this point, because we had successfully made it 98% of the way around the course. Final fence coming up. This was like, you can't see from this angle, but you're basically jumping into this massive lake, like right behind the camera is a massive lake, so you have to turn quite a sharp left. And then I'm overjoyed at this point. We have made it through the final fence, just got to get to the finish now, powering on. I did think we were going about 100 miles an hour at this point, but clearly we are going about, like, we're going small, we're going very slow still. But I was very excited to be going through the finish and to have made it home. So yeah, thank you Equireel for sending us over. That was very fun to relive. If you guys want to head over and check out Equireel yourself, they film every jump at many different events all over the country, so head over and see if they filmed you. The videos are very reasonably priced for what they are, to be able to literally relive all those memories again and again. So yeah, go and check them out. Big thanks for making this video possible. So the next part of the video, I thought I'd put in the raw GoPro clips from the team chase. Right, I do have to admit here, I did not position the GoPro very well. You can see it needs to be a little bit higher, and also I think it would really suit if I had it in fisheye lens. I have since figured out how to do that, and it made a huge difference. So we're gonna try that next time. Hopefully it's the next time we can go team chasing, but at least you can see the ground conditions here. I would just like to say that we took all precautions. As I said, we had huge studs in. We weren't being reckless at all, which is why we're going so slow. I know I was taking the mick a little bit in the earlier voiceover about going really slow, but we were being sensible, and we did that for a reason, to make sure that none of us got injured. It wasn't at all about, oh, that was not a great stride. Anyway, we all spoke about it before. We knew we weren't going for time. We initially were entered into the bogey class, which is to try and hit an optimum time, but we got balloted into the speed. So yeah, we were being sensible, and I would not at all recommend or encourage people going recklessly really fast around any sort of course in this type of conditions. But yeah, enjoy the GoPro. Another brilliant stride from me just hit there. Yeah, enjoy getting to relive it again through the years this time. This is what it's like to ride Johnny. I love this video so much. I've watched it so many times because his happy little ears going back and forth, and you can kind of get a better perspective of how big some of these hedges were. I can't believe, sorry, I'm just talking now, but I'm just enjoying getting to talk to you guys. But I can't believe I generally thought I would do some Rocco when we first saw the team chase, I was like, oh, I might have a little go with that with Rocco. Good thing I didn't, because I'm pretty sure half these hedges were the same size as him. I don't doubt he would give it a go, but I think I would just get thrown off. There's no chance. I was very grateful to be on a big horse like Johnny here. And also very grateful for my team, because they were very good. And as I said, they were very... none of them were being stupid and going too fast. We all were working really well as a team, so very grateful for that. And hopefully Johnny and I will get the chance to do some more team chases next year, because there was nothing quite like this feeling. You hear people say it the whole time, that it's the most exhilarating feeling, and truly it is. So highly do recommend giving it a go in nicer weather conditions. Yeah, enough me talking. Enjoy the rest of the GoPro footage, and I will see you guys in next week's video.
Trapping like the narco, got dope like Pablo, cut throat like Pablo, chop trees with the Draco, on the north got Diego, say hasta luego, we'll be in rapping kilo, snub nose with potato. Take out. No monkey in the jungle, blind hot like a sauna, bouncing nothing, I'm trying to weave an anaconda, jumping in the water, trying to sleep across the water glass, see cars out, got me big bad for Ronald, out bag of money, know I gotta have it, savage, but I'm still a gentleman in Cali, athletic, nigga turn them in about the cabbage, kill his whole family. Bogota, poke his eyes out, and I'm telling what he saw. I'ma watch out, I don't know if he'll talk. Get a chainsaw and I'ma saw our legs off. They know that we're a gang, but they say that we're a ring. Investigating, taking pictures of the whole team. Undercover trying to do his thing. 10 mil on a bike, won't stick them in a team. Trapping like the narco, got dope like Pablo, cut throat like Pablo, chop trees with the Draco, on the north got Diego, say hasta luego, we'll be in rapping kilo, snub nose with potato. Cold gang with the cocaine. The more money make more rain. Pouring up a paint while I'm back in propane. Point blank range, give a nigga nose range. Skip to my loo with the pack and the cat. Jiffy, loo with the bricks, where they at? Drippin', ooze, the paddock all wet. Birds in the truck, they ain't leaving at the nest. Get pie face set like milk. Yup, running with the pack, got slipped. Hands in the cookie jar, cut his finger off. Nigga being greedy, we gon' cut his tummy out. 100 bricks on the road, take a couple routes. Flush mama house, Hermes and Philly couch. I ain't really with the razzle dazzle. Knock him out, but then I throw him off the boat paddle. Go to Tijuana, put the kilo on the saddle. Sack him, hit a lick and cop a pterodactyl. Pap him, chop a biting down like an apple. Match it with the acres, with the horses in the cattle. Like the narco, got dope like Pablo, cut throat like Pablo, chop trees with the Draco, on the north got Diego, say hasta luego, we'll be in rapping kilo, snub nose with potato.
But you get it.